Dr. Susan was conducting an experiment on a dangerous predatory shark. She placed a special device on the shark's brain and, with the help of an imaging system, inserted a nearly 10-meter-long needle into its brain. The shark was unconscious but could still feel pain. Eventually, 4.5 moles of protein were extracted from its brain. This same protein could revive damaged brain cells in Alzheimer's patients. The team waited for the results. As soon as the protein was mixed with the damaged cells, they became active again. The experiment was successful. In celebration, a scientist lit a cigarette, but that very carelessness proved costly. The moment the shark sensed the smell of the cigarette, it woke up and in a single strike tore off his hand. Panic spread everywhere. Carter pulled out a harpoon gun. To save the research, Susan released the shark back into the water. That was the biggest mistake. Outside, there was a storm. An attempt was made to evacuate the injured scientist by helicopter, but the machine failed and he fell straight into the shark-infested sea. The very next moment, a shark grabbed the cable and slammed the helicopter into a tower. A massive blast occurred. The base's communication and surveillance systems went down. Then the same shark hurled the injured man against a glass wall. The glass shattered and seawater began flooding the lab. Somehow, the team managed to shut the secret gate. But now the entire deep-sea research base was starting to sink. Running through the maintenance tunnel, they tried to reach the upper levels. Meanwhile, a small shark attacked the chef. He somehow got inside an oven to save himself and blew it up with a gas blast. But the bigger question was, how had the sharks become so smart? Susan revealed the truth. To extract the protein, they had injected an illegal chemical into the shark's brain, causing it to grow abnormally large and become far more intelligent. It was now more cunning and powerful than before. The submarine had already been destroyed. Only 2 escape routes remained, either swim to the surface or exit through the lift shaft. Suddenly, a shark leapt out of water and clamped Russell in its jaws. The diving option was over. They moved toward the lift area. Due to pressure, water began filling in. Carter opened a hatch to control the water level, but the ladder broke and a woman fell into the water. Carter tried to save her, but a second's delay and the shark took her away. The team was shattered but could not stop. They activated the pump system to reduce the water level. Then another attack happened. One more companion was killed. Everyone thought they just needed to get out now. But Susan went back to retrieve the research data. While taking the samples from a locker, the real shark attacked her. She climbed up. The data fell. In a final attempt, she shoved a high-voltage wire into the shark's mouth. The electric shocks killed one shark, but the damage was already done. Now only the emergency exit remained. They deliberately let the room fill with water, balanced the pressure, and under the cover of fire extinguisher bubbles, reached the surface. It seemed they had survived, but the last and most dangerous shark was still alive. It grabbed the chef, but he struck its eye with a cross and escaped. A new plan was made. They would load Flair's gunpowder into the harpoon and connect it to a battery to electrocute the shark. The shark wasn't coming up. Susan cut her palm and made herself the bait. She believed the mistake was hers. She enlarged the brain, released the shark, and now she would pay the price. The moment the shark smelled blood, it attacked her, and this time she did not survive. The shark brutally killed her. Now Carter was alone. The shark moved toward him, but he escaped and grabbed its fin. The chef seized the opportunity and fired the harpoon. But by mistake, the harpoon went straight through Carter's leg. Now, if they released the current, Carter would die too. In the last second, Carter freed himself. The chef connected the battery. A massive explosion followed. The shark was blown into pieces. Debris was everywhere. Many teammates had died. But finally, the terror of the shark was over. And that is where this story ends.